Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Rich Ant, and I am back with another really dope speed build. This one is dedicated to my daughter's friend David, hence the name and the title, The House of David. Um, he wanted to see me build a house that would kind of essentially be something he would probably, maybe, possibly live in. I still don't know that for sure. I just built something really nice that I thought would be a nice home. And I like building contemporary builds. I like building all kinds of builds, but contemporary builds are my favorite, especially the ones that kind of similar to like a California contemporary. I built this on the lot where the roomies lived in Oasis Springs. I hated that big square building with this atrium in the middle. I mean, I think atriums are cool, but I don't know. It just was to me a kind of a lazy build. But, no shade to EA or Maxis or whoever, but that's just my opinion. Um, this build, let me tell you, I built this house twice because the first time I built it, I was almost done furnishing the entire house and was going to do the landscaping, and the game just shut down. Like just went bye-bye. Like not even a warning, not even a freezing, not even a prayer could happen. It just crashed and I didn't save. So you will see me saving a lot in this video, and it happened so fast that it would have just been way too tedious to try to edit it out. Maybe had I edited it out when I before I sped the video up, I probably could have done it, but it goes by so quickly. And now let me tell you, because I'm a trooper and I was determined to get this done, after 3 hours of editing the first video, filming the first video and building the house and furnishing it, I still hadn't gotten to the landscaping outside. It took me another 5 hours to do this video in its entirety, but I sped it up for you guys. And I really sped it up. I know some people like to watch it a little bit slower, but there's something kind of quirky about seeing it this way. That, to be honest, a lot of the speed builds that I watch, they're not fast enough. So I just mute the volume because sometimes people can be kind of redundant in the things that they talk about as far as the build, or I tend to listen to people talk about the do voiceovers over their builds if they're kind of telling a story of something cool or whatever. But and then maybe here and there they interject about the build. Let me tell you something else. I downloaded a mod in hopes to get my game to be brighter, and it doesn't seem bright to me. I have a very basic Betty computer. I thought I've said that several times, but I just like to keep repeating it for anyone who might be new to my channel, which I'm sure there will be plenty because this channel is new. So I will repeat it for a while until I can get to a point where I can afford a better PC. This is what I'm working with. I'm sure there are a lot of YouTubers who do Sims videos, speed builds, and the like, Let's Plays, and all that good stuff. They maybe started off with something basic, and then as things progressed and their channel progressed, and maybe even some sponsorships or whatever they then could afford a better computer. Until then, I'm just going to have to wait until business picks up for me, now that I'm back working full time as a stylist, and maybe I can do something after that. Anyway, I had a tricky time with this roof. I just wasn't feeling just the flat straight across, so I kind of started messing around with some things. But I also like that, I can't think of what it's called, but it's like the freesis or something. But if you click on the panel right below the roof on the the build by tools, it gives you options for these trims of some sort, and I like the ones that go all the way around the house that kind of separate the different levels of the floors. And so I realized that the reason why I used to struggle with that before, and I never paid attention to it before, was I had to add a flooring there of some sort. It's not really a flooring, but it is. It is, but it isn't. Yeah, anyway. Maybe had this video been a little slower, I could have kind of showed it to you. But whatever. You get the gist of what I'm saying. I really like doing contemporaries. And I think it's because I like putting in all those windows because I am obsessed with windows and natural lighting, but not too many windows that you can't put your artwork up because I'm a visual artist, you know, I can appreciate putting some artwork up. One of these days I'm going to sit down and create some custom content for my own art. Um I would like to see my art hung in my game and in other people's games actually. Um but particularly mine because the main characters that I play are kind of like my sim self, so it would be kind of dope to see my art on the walls, even though I didn't technically paint them. But anyway, I know a lot of people landscape first and then they go inside the house and start to furnish and put together the rooms. I kind of do. Depend. It just depends. Sometimes I get kind of tired of being in one space at one time. Although I find that it does help to stick to finishing up like one project at a time, the outside first, and then go inside. Because then that way you don't forget stuff. But I think there is a place now that I've watched this video before I did the voiceover where there is one wall that I did not um, do the wallpaper properly. It's still drywall looking, so it's not a whole wall. It's more like an actual one square of a wall, a tile or whatever you want to call it, upstairs, coming out the bedroom that has the balcony. I love those floors, but I just thought those were a little too much for this particular build. Those are my favorite though. That first flooring I had down. But yeah. Anyway, so what have you guys been up to? I have been slowly but surely getting busier at the salon, so that's a good thing. I still have not caught up on all of my Inktober's. Well, actually, I did get caught up on Inktober's, which is the daily drawing challenge for the month of October, and you do it in ink, hence the word Inktober. But now I'm behind again, and I really want to catch up, but I find that the times that I have time to catch up, I would rather I'd rather do this. I'd rather play The Sims. Yeah, I have this thing for open concept. I think I've seen this. I think I've done this probably three houses of mine. I want to think. Let me think. I know I've done it in quite a few of my builds. At least three. Yeah, I can think of three off the top of my head. Where that kitchen is right there at the back of the house, kind of off of, right off of the deck. Or if it's not right off the deck, I'm thinking also of some builds that I've done when I used to play the Sims on console, which I kind of miss doing because I just miss seeing it on a big, huge HD TV. I mean, 43 inches or more. But I really like doing the PC because you get the option of uploading your builds to the gallery, and you can also download people's builds from the gallery, and you can do custom content. So, but I do want to go back and visit because that's where I started. And so sometimes it's just nice to visit my Sims when they were young, when they didn't have any kids. Well, they had one child, and just things were just a lot different. They did move to originally. My Sim self lived in Willow Creek, and we lived on Daisy Hovel, which is why I named her Daisy. I like the name. And then and our mother-in-law lived right next door. And then my sister moved in, and then when she got established in her career, where I knew she could afford to buy, I gave her 20,000 to start, like the game starts you off with, and moved her into her own house. Actually, the game Yeah, the way I moved her into her household because she wasn't moving in with someone. She did have money from the game and built her a house. All of us lived in the same little corner or area of Willow Creek over by that little pretty magical tree. This takes you to that magical place. But um, then I moved away from my mother-in-law and moved to Oasis Springs. And then my mother-in-law moved over there. And my sister, she lives in Newcrest and she's married now. So a lot has happened since I've been playing the game on the PC and, things of that nature. Um, I tried to do some things almost identical to the way I had them in the console game, but it's kind of hard when you start getting into a build. You start thinking of new ideas and you just start switching things up. Even though I like my old builds, it just, yeah, it was time for a change. And like I said, when I want to go back to some of the nostalgic feelings of, you do get attached to the people you create. You do. Even though these are pixel people, they're not real. You do get attached to them. I really enjoy Let's Plays just as much as I love speed builds. I want to film some more Let's Plays um, after I do this. Well, I probably will play after I do this. I'm going to probably, after I'm done with this voiceover, go have me a cup of coffee and settle back into a Let's Play. And hopefully, my voice is starting to get scratchy. Hopefully, update you guys on some of the people that I've introduced you to and get those queued up so that they can be ready for you guys to watch this week. So hopefully I can get a second video up this week, if not 3. I mean, well, with including this one. Hopefully I can get 2 more videos uploaded this week. Excuse me. Hold on. Alright, you probably still heard me, but at least it wasn't right in the ear. I just didn't want to pause and start another voiceover. Okay, let's talk a little bit more about the build. I've been wanting to use this wallpaper ever since they added it to the game, and I think I've only been able to use it once. And I actually changed it to put, someone created custom content of this wallpaper without the paneling, which I was so grateful for. Oh my gosh. Because it's not, it always doesn't, it doesn't, the paneling, that design aesthetic is so specific to one type of, to me, one type of looking room, that it just was annoying that it had to, anyway. You know what I'm trying to say. Now, I did not put anything in this room next to the dining room, but it can be a room for skill building, like it could be a studio where you paint. It could be a place where you play your music. It's a guitar. If you want your sim to be, a person who plays the guitar, or maybe a keyboard or a piano. If you have city living, you have a keyboard. I only have 5 packs. Let me think. Let me make sure. I have city living. I have seasons. I have get together. I have laundry day. So city living, seasons, get together, laundry day, and I'm missing one. City living, seasons, get together, laundry day. And cats and dogs. Okay, what other world do I have? That's how I remember by the world. Yeah, cats and dogs. So hopefully this makes the game more accessible to more people. If not, I guess you just download the house. The bones will be there. You just have to replace the things that, if you're good at doing that, you just have to replace the things that don't show up in your game. Sometimes the game automatically does it, and then you can just change them out. I've done that. I've done that with people who have nice builds, but maybe custom content that I'm not interested in downloading, or they have some packs that I don't have. If I like the bones of the house, I've done that where I have just changed it up and re-uploaded it, and it doesn't really even look the same because you'd be amazed when someone has 25. I think it's 25. It'll be 26 when Get Famous comes out. Oh, speaking of which, let me finish my comment. When people have all of those, I'm still amazed that they even use custom content, but I understand why they do. So let's say that. I understand why. You see, I'm saving right here because I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, something happened. Let me save. So I do understand why they do. And then it's just cool, to have every feature at your disposal if you choose to. If you choose to use some things from the spooky or the bowling alley pack or the movie theater one or the fitness one or the vampire one, all of those things, especially during different times of the year where like right now a lot of people are doing speed builds that are catered towards autumnal builds or Halloween, different things like that. So they're using the pumpkins and all of that stuff. If I had those packs, then that would be part of the builds or theme builds that I would do more of too. But anyway, I don't even know if my computer would be able to handle. And I want Dine Out just because I want that more so for the Let's Play. And they also have some cool stuff as far as the stuff part is concerned because I have it on my console and I do miss some things about it, like some of the kitchen features and things that came with the kitchen and some of the art. And I miss that. So I think I'm going to get Dine Out and I'm going to be done. I think I want to try to get Famous too, but I just don't know how much more this game can take on my computer before my computer be like, you know what, the hell with you. You keep trying to push me and I'm not cut out for this. But custom content, I love it. I don't love all of it, and I don't have any one that I prefer over the other. I know a lot of people either hardcore Max's Match or some people are hardcore alpha. I like them both. And even with the Let's Plays, when you're creating a film, I still like them to look like Sims. I don't want them to look too much like actual people. Like there are skins out there where you can actually create Sims that look like celebrities and different things of that nature. I like some of the skins because it does just allow you to create more unique features because I think we tend to gravitate naturally towards certain features so then all our Sims start kind of looking alike. I know me, personally. Even when I create white Sims, they start to look almost identical. The only difference is maybe the hair has changed and the makeup is different and things like that. But I have a style. It's the same way as an artist. I have a style that is identifying and recognizable to people who follow my art. So I think the skins do help kind of make them stand out and stand apart better. And it's so funny because I think that some people use those skins on all of their Sims to make their Sims stand apart. I follow a lot of different people on Tumblr who share screenshots of their story progression, and they even caption them and all of that stuff. So if they don't do YouTube videos, you still kind of get a little bit of a Let's Play. And all theirs look alike. Like you can almost tell as soon as you scroll to that person whose sim whose account I'm looking at, because of the way their Sims look. And I think that's kind of cool to have identifiable people as Sims. But just for my particular game, I kind of try to make everyone look a little different. A little, as best I can anyway. So I do like custom content for that reason. And I do like some things that the game just doesn't have. Like I really saw a really cool pair of army fatigue cargo pants that were high waisted, you know. And I said, "Oh my god, I have to have those in my game because I love anything army fatigue or camouflage or whatever you want to call it, camouflage. I love it. I even wished I could. There probably is one out there, but I just haven't looked. I'm just thinking about it as we're talking. I would like a comforter in the game. Just kind of the, you know how they have the custom content comforters that kind of look like the bed's not made, like it's a little scrunched up. That would be dope. That would be dope for like a bachelor or a male team or girl, because I like that stuff. I mean, my decor, to be honest, though, as far as my particular taste, goes between bohemian and it's eclectic. It's a mixture of bohemian, Victorian, um, and a little bit of like an African cultural vibe. But if in my own bedroom, I guess, you know, as far as my house is concerned, if I'm still single by the time I do another house, then of course I'm just gonna decorate it like a big old kooky eclectic artist that just loves color and nothing's really matchy, but it all still works. Actually, a perfect example of that, and a lot of stuff will be purple, but actually the purple, because that's my favorite color. But the perfect example of that, if you um, look in the description, there's a link to my Tumblr, and I posted recently this family that I did a rags to riches on, and they finally at a place where they're no longer raggedy, but they're rich. I have a little bit of a screenshot stories in there, and my main sim, his ex girlfriend, it's her family, and I love what I did with their house. It's so boho, eclectic, a little bit of mid-century modern in there, it's just a little bit of everything, and it looks and works so well if you're into fun, bright, colorful houses like that. There is somebody, I can't find them. I watched a video, I think by Vixella. I think it was her, but I watch so many YouTubers. I don't know. I consume probably way too much content and not upload enough. But I really enjoyed when they went into these different. They dropped a whole new world, like it was a whole world save, and they were in a public library. Whoever this person that they got this save file from, who did this, who redid all of Willow Creek. It was amazing. It was so whimsical and fun and junky. Like the clutter was ridiculous. And I know some people don't like that. That's very taste specific. But it was definitely pleasing to my eye. Clutter everywhere for just no reason at all. Just because it's pretty. I wanted to be a minimalist. I really do. I think that is great because it does kind of create some form of peace, but then so do all my pretty things. Having been them surrounded. Okay, so I saw someone do this. I think it was I want to say it was in a picture I saw on Tumblr, a reblog of some sort, where I was like, oh my god, they have lounges in the game now? Or is that a pack I don't have? But I know I've seen too many people say they wish that they had lounges in the game for it to be the case. So I realized they added a chair and an ottoman together. Or, because I know it wasn't custom content, because this person doesn't use custom content. So I was like, oh, I'm still that idea. Now I'm out here doing the landscape. And I kind of kept it kind of simple, but then I have these little corners where it's a little bit more tropical and colorful. But around the front of the house, I kind of just try to keep it really simple, not too many botanicals as far as flowers and stuff. And yeah, it's some palm trees and some rocks and some boulders, and pretty simple as far as the front goes. I love those topiary trees and the topiary plants. And that's it. Guys, if you know where I can find a mod that brightens my game, because I have the settings turned all the way up and everything. I don't have my laptop on laptop mode to, like, I guess, make it function a little slower, I mean faster or whatever. I have it on regular, everything, but I have the brightness set all the way high for ultra bright, I think. I love these trees too, and the planters that they come in, and they're so cute. I turned the lights off here because I was lighting up the pool, but I don't think it made much of a difference as far as how to see whether it lit up the pool enough. Unless I just didn't have enough lights. And in that case, you can always add more, because this is already uploaded to the gallery. But anyway, I'm going to stop rambling at this point and wrap it up. I did try to do a little bit of the camera mode during the house tour. I think I did a pretty decent job this time, so we didn't have to just do screenshots. Actually, I didn't put any screenshots in here, and I'm not going to. If you want to see screenshots, you can go to my Tumblr. Follow me on Tumblr. Here's where I do these cute little plants everywhere. But anyway, I'm going to go, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching. Peace and grace. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to my channel. If you feel, no pressure, but I really would appreciate it. And also drop me a comment if you want. And I'm on Instagram, I'm on Tumblr, I'm on Twitter, all those good places. Any suggestions for any builds, any requests, I'm taking them right now because I'm just doing whatever I can to grow my channel. Anyway, I'm out. It's your girl Rich Ant, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace and grace.